How's it going, everyone? We've got some Helldivers 2 updates to go over. A brand new patch has just dropped with some new fixes, so hopefully your experience on that will continue to get better. It seems like every time a patch drops, some crashes are introduced. I haven't, again, it seems like it does vary person to person, and everybody's experience is obviously going to differ a little bit, especially when you're talking about playing on PC, where everybody has, drastically different configurations. That's going to lend itself to everybody experiencing different kind of things. My experience has been rather good, a crash here or there, but for the most part, pretty solid all around. We do have a major order that just went live. We'll talk about that. And for those of you that either want to pick up the game or you want to get the game for a friend, I'll give you guys a reiteration of how you can get it a little bit cheaper if you are looking for a Steam copy of the game. Again, more on that at the end of this video. But first of all, we have the Helldivers 2 patch 1.000.202. Hello, fellow Helldivers, piping hot fresh patch notes coming your way. Overview: this update includes various stability fixes. Gameplay: we have updated the stats UI for weapons to take into account any explosive damage done by them. This is to give weapons that do damage with explosive projectiles a more fair representation in the UI. Most notably affected is the PLAS-1 Scorcher. Fixes: crash fixes. Okay, here we go. With that, fix some crashes that occurred when deploying the mission. Fix some crashes that occurred during extraction and right after it. Yes, that has to be the most annoying crash if you have experienced it. Thankfully, I haven't been experiencing that all too often recently, so hopefully your experience gets better with that. Fix crashes that occur if the squad deployed a large amount of support weapons. Fix various crashes that could occur during gameplay. Fix the crash that could occur when using heat-based weapons. Fix crashes which could occur if a player died while using the jetpack. Fix crash which could occur when large volumes of enemies were present. Fix crash which could occur when the player picked up a snowball. And fix crash which could occur when completing an objective. Other fixes: fixed hang that could occur while navigating the social menu. Picking up medals and super credits will no longer lock the player into place. So those are all of the fixes. Now, what I find more interesting about this patch is the known issues section. Quite a lot that Arrowhead is currently aware of as far as known issues that are persisting in the game. So under that, these are issues that were either introduced by this patch and are being worked on, or are from a previous version that have not yet been fixed. This list is not exhaustive, and we are continually identifying issues and creating fixes. These are organized by feedbacks, reports, severity, etc. Various issues involving friend invites and crossplay, including: the player cannot navigate to the search results from the search bar in social menu. Player name may show up a blank on the other player's friends list. Friend requests cannot be accepted when the requesting player changed their username before the request was accepted. Cross-platform friend invites might not show up in the friend request tabs. Players cannot unfriend players befriended via friend code, and players cannot unblock players that were in their friends list beforehand. Other issues that they are aware of: damage over time effects may only apply when dealt by the host. Players may experience delays in medals and super credits payouts. Enemies that bleed out do not progress personal orders and eradicate missions. Certain weapons like the sickle cannot shoot through foliage. Scopes on some weapons, such as the anti-material rifle, are slightly misaligned. Arc weapons sometimes behave inconsistently and sometimes misfire. Spears targeting is inconsistent, making it hard to lock on to target enemies. Stratagem beam might attach itself to an enemy, but it will deploy to its original location. Explosions do not break your limbs except for when you fly into a rock. Area around automaton detector tower makes a blue stratagem such as the hell bomb bounce and be repelled when trying to call them down close to the tower. And planet liberation reaches 100% at the end of every defend mission. So quite a lot that they are currently still working on, and again, that is not in an entire exhaustive list of all of the known issues. It's based on player feedback and what they're aware of and what gets repeated feedback in terms of being issues. So that is what they are currently working on, but hopefully your stability in the game as far as experiencing crashes does get a little bit better after this patch. That seems to be one of the prevailing issues for a lot of people still, and it seems like every patch that comes out, I see more variance in terms of how people react. Like, some people can have a smooth experience for a while, and then all of a sudden a patch comes out, and then that's when they start crashing. And I get it that there's a lot of depth to these issues, and it could be something specific to a configuration of somebody's hardware that they're playing on. It's a little bit more simple when you talk about the PlayStation 5, because that is a static hardware configuration. It's not like on PC where, there's people running AMD GPUs, NVIDIA GPUs. You could be playing on on an Intel CPU versus an AMD CPU. You could be storing the game in various storage devices, so on and so forth, where it does require a little bit more work in terms of fixing out and ironing every issues. And then you have stuff like drivers coming out, so on and so forth. It could be just a little bit of a crap show, I know, when it comes to making sure it's stable on PC for the various hardware configurations. But moving on from that, I do also want to note that there is a brand new major order that just went live, as we thought we were on the clear for a little bit. The automatons have revealed their true force, a massive invasion fleet sweeping through our territory. Defenses are scrambling, slow its advance as much as possible. Order overview: succeed in the defense of at least 5 planets. The reward is going to be 45 medals for that, and that's something you definitely, want to be on top of. Get those medals, especially with the new war bond dropping, so that is going to be an advantageous major order for you to complete. I know that the automatons can get a little bit annoying, but it seems like people are figuring it out, and I know some people would rather do other missions and take part in other objectives, but as far as the major order concerns, repelling the automatons is at the heart of the cause right now. So 45 medals for the victors of that, if we are successful in defending 5 of the planets. So that is the major order, and again, the new war bond will be coming out in just a few days, so make sure you have your super credits ready for that, make sure you have some medals ready for that, and all that good stuff, and you'll be able to get some of the unlocks from that. Lastly, do want to note, for those of you that have still yet to pick up the game, it seems like whenever I mention it, there's always a couple people that end up buying it. Green Man Gaming, great spot to buy PC games, not just Helldivers 2. They've got great deals across the board on several games, but Helldivers 2, while listed at $39.99, you can use the code SPRING15, that's SPRING15. We'll leave it in the description box below. Click our link, you'll go to it, and add Helldivers 2 to your cart or whatever game you want to pick up, and use the code SPRING15, and you'll end up getting it for $34. No tax either. You'll get a Steam key right away, redeem it on Steam, and boom, you got a copy of Helldivers 2. If you do want to get the Super Citizen Edition, you can do that as well. That is, of course, $60, but with 15% off, that'll knock it down to $51, so you'll get it a little bit cheaper. On top of that, as I mentioned, just about every other game that's coming out, or a lot of games coming out, Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon Forbidden West, Dragon's Dogma 2, all of those are available at greenmangaming.com. They have been one of the standard bearers for PC game keys for a long time. Verified seller, and again, you'll get the Steam key immediately, redeem it, and you'll be good to go. So check out the link in the description box below. GMG supports the channel, so you should support them. But that'll do it for me. Again, Helldivers 2 gets a brand new patch, 1.000.202, stability fixes, crash fixes, all that good stuff rolling out with this patch. And again, there's a plethora of known issues they're still working on, so be patient and hopefully they'll get that ironed out. Major order, a new one is live ahead of the release of the brand new war bond. This is one we'll definitely want to take advantage of. Succeed in the defense of at least 5 planets and we'll get 45 medals and get the game a little bit cheaper from our good friends at Green Man Gaming. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.